This is a Fox News Alert. I'm Donna Fiducia, live in New York City. And Cuba's leader Fidel Castro stepping down temporarily while undergoing surgery for gastrointestinal bleeding. And the U.S. and North Korea agreeing not to escalate their tensions as long as they keep talking to each other. U.S. soldiers serving in Afghanistan will get screenings for psychological problems before they go home. You know, Bill, it's funny how speculation takes effect around the world. We're already getting word that oil has fallen below $70 a barrel. So maybe there might be some breathing room here. We don't have to get those hybrid cars everybody's been talking about.
I'm not about to get one, Donna.
Yeah,
so,
well, I know it's tough.
That is good news.
It's tough if you like to drive.
They're staging here, Donna, and they could be heading out anytime. Back to you.
Quite a sight. All right, Rick Leventhal with the latest from the Israel-Lebanon border. Thank you for that update. Richard Knabb at the National Hurricane Center. We want to thank you very much for that update with the gusts now well over 100 miles an hour. Ivan is hitting land around Gulf Shores, Alabama. Keep it right here on the Fox News Channel. We're going to keep you updated as to where the storm is going, where it's heading, and how you best can survive Hurricane Ivan. Steve Harrigan, thank you for that live report on the phone from Baghdad. So much happening. In fact, pilgrims from around the world enduring hours online to pay their respects to the late Pope John Paul II. And for that, we go to our Fox News correspondent Mike Tobin. He reports live from Rome. Well, the democratic process at its best. To recap, the House and now the Senate have passed a measure to give President Bush the broad authority that he sought to use military force against Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein with or without UN support. We have just regained the signal there. Let's go back. Let's listen.
The enemy, the invader.
All right, Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice and Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Olmert wrapping up a joint news conference. Now, Prime Minister Olmert talked about how 15% of the Israeli population is forced to live in shelters. If you're just joining us, another shooting possibly related to the previous sniper shootings in the Washington, D.C. area. We want to bring in our own Greta Van Susteren from Washington, D.C., who's been covering this as it broke. You're watching the president in Doha, Qatar, as he wraps up a whirlwind week-long trek across 6 nations, asking the troops in Qatar if they don't mind him stopping by. Colin Marquis in the Fox Weather Center, thank you for that update. And, Rick, the last thing they need is 6 to 9 inches more of rain in the Florida area. And Tampa, which thought it was going to be saved from Ivan, that is not necessarily the case now, because here comes Gene that way. The siege at the Church of the Nativity, which has gone on for the last 5.5 weeks, has finally come to an end in Bethlehem, and Israel will be pulling its tanks out of that area as well once the entire evacuation is complete. One winning ticket was sold in West Virginia. Quite a Christmas present, don't you think? And now, from our newsrooms coast to coast, time to go across America, courtesy of the Fox Report. Joining us from Philadelphia to debate this is Reform Party presidential candidate Pat Buchanan. Welcome, Mr. Buchanan. Nice to have you on the show.
Well, thanks very much, Donna.
Tell us about the time you were with President John F. Kennedy when he was told he had a son.
Well, we were actually in Florida.
And joining us from Florida's capital of Tallahassee with the latest on the election deadlock 2000 is Gore attorney David Boies. Counselor, thank you for joining us this morning.
Absolutely.
One of the most vocal protesters was Quanell X, Minister of Information for the new Black Muslim Movement and the new Black Panther Party. And he joins us now live from Houston. Mr. X, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
And thank you for having me.
Just amazing. There you see it, and there you don't.
Hey, Fox News, this is Discovery. We have you loud and clear. We're ready for your questions.
Thank you. You can't ask for a better Christmas present as far as I'm concerned. I do thank you. You know, when you think about it, everybody's talking about the millennium. What do you think is ahead for us in space travel in the next century?
Well, it really is truly remarkable that 100 years ago, our grandfathers, would cross oceans on ships.
Hi, what is your question for Buzz Aldrin?
What does the moon feel like?
What does the moon feel like, Buzz?
The moon feels very soft in the boots that we had. It's very, very fine talcum powder.
Well, I haven't tried this since high school. Let me tell you, It's not exactly like riding a bike, but it can be a lot of fun if you use a little common sense. And in light of the recent tragedies, a helmet for skiers both young and old probably is a pretty good idea. In Vernon, New Jersey, Donna Fiducia, Fox 5 News. Neighbors say the little girl was very lucky, but she had a tendency to play around open windows and also on the fire escape. On several other occasions, she was found out on the fire escape. This time she chose a window with no fire escape under it, and her luck ran out. Police rushed the victims to Lincoln Hospital around 5:30. Little 3-year-old Melanie George, who fell out of a third-story window, and Juan Gonzalez, who fell trying to save the child, breaking both arms.
Donna.
Well, John, 59-year-old Albert Ward came to New York City from Alabama in the 60s, trying to make a better life for himself. He was a police officer for a decade, and he went on to own 3 businesses in the area. Ironically, his life came to a tragic end in one of those businesses. That is it. Quickly, though, I want you to sing your hand-washing song for us.
Oh, my goodness, you've got me.
You got 30 seconds.
Okay, we're talking about hand washing the other day on Fox, and I said you've got to train kids.
Come on, let's hear it.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Wash, wash, wash your hands, play the handy game, rub and scrub and scrub and rub, and germs go down the drain.
Dr. Isidore Rosenfeld.
Think I have a career there?
Oh, gosh. Stay tuned for Bulls and Bears. It's coming up after Fox News Live. Thanks for joining us. I'm Donna Fiducia. Have a great day.